Hello, everyone. My name is Chartrand, Digital Marketing Coordinator at Lallemand Baking North America. And I have the pleasure to present you the Meet Our Expert series, where every month I am joined by an expert and innovator of Lallemand Baking. This month, I am joined by Glenn Rindfleisch, our Key Account Manager at Lallemand Baking North America. Hi, Glenn. Thank you for joining me today.
Bonjour, Marie-Ève.
Amazing. My first question, you've been part of the team for a couple of weeks. Can you tell me a little bit more about yourself and your personal story with Lallemand Baking?
Yes, I would be glad to, and I'm very honored to be selected as your first participant. Thank you for putting together this digital series. I
Amazing.
think it will do very well for everyone to know who's who and what we do. Um, Certainly professionally, I can talk about 25 years in the commercial baking industry, specific to reusable packaging. For those of you who know about plastic bakery trays, dollies, pallets used for retail distribution, that was my world for a long time. I've led efforts to discover opportunities, develop solutions, and honestly commercialize dozens of products. I've enjoyed intellectual property discussions. I've got a couple patents in my name here and there and everywhere, and it's just been a lot of fun. Um, and I guess the best part is that my entire career has been based around sustainability before that topic was ever even in vogue. Reduce, reuse, recycle. I think it all matters. And I wrote down here, it certainly applies to Lallemand. Wherever we can be more efficient, it's important. And in 1 month's time, I've picked up on the commitment this company has made to that effort. So it's been a nice transition for me. I go from one sustainability idea and concept to a company who's just on the other end of the supply chain, but doing some of the very same things that I've been doing.
Wonderful. Now, can you tell me a little bit more about your role and responsibilities at Lallemand Baking?
I am joined to be the key account manager. Um, and I guess key accounts qualify as strategically important influencers, market leaders. I think we've got an awful lot of great accounts. We've got more to conquer. I do believe that we will be in a good position if we identify the ones that are obviously most important, and that can be a number of different metrics. It can be the volume, it can be the dollars, it can be strategically. So I'm looking forward to going through that list of customers and finding out where I can help the best. And it's nice because I think I have some relationships out there that maybe Lallemand doesn't have, and vice versa. So I went on a trip this past week and I met some really nice customers and saw some 30-plus-year relationships that were incredible. So I hope I can do the same thing from the key account perspective. I love to build relationships, long-term relationships, and valuable partnerships that take us to the place that we want to be, and that's why I know that I've joined the right company. We are heading in that direction in many ways.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. And now I'm curious to know, since you've been with the team, what does innovation by application mean to you?
That's an interesting one. I think it is used as a way to describe new product development and a curiosity. Again, I wrote some notes down here today, but I mean, it's all about new product development and problem solving. Um, and ironically, I think it's a good way to describe how I think in terms of a sales model. You go in, you ask a bunch of questions to find out, where that sales process starts, and you come out with identifying the problems, the needs, the solution, and ultimate value creation. So it's an interesting way to put it. It's different than I've thought about it before, but it really does apply, especially on what I consider to be the ingredient side of things. And it follows. It's if you know how to sell, I think you can piece it all together and tell a good story.
And with your experience, you've been in the baking industry for many years. For you, what is the Lallemand Baking difference?
Well, you know what I do like is when you talk about raising baking standards, one of the things there, it rings true to me because it sets the tone for higher expectations. And the industry is so close, and people, they want to be friends, they want to be helpful, they want to include a lot of different options and opinions. And raising baking standards basically puts us, and I know we want to differentiate ourselves. Every company does, but I think we can. And one of the things that I took away from just the raising baking standards, it's a daily reminder that everybody here at Lallemand, should strive for exceeding industry expectations across the board. And it really, it's a neat way of putting it. Hey, guys, we're here to do the best job that we can do. We're going to give you a great option. We have great people. And so those are some taglines that I've tried to embrace here, along with our pillars and everything else I'm learning. But the tagline "Raising Baking Standards" really says it all. Everybody should adopt that and live it and breathe it every day.
Wonderful. You said it. You said everything needed. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And now, Glenn, we're at our last question. So, can you talk about a solution or a product that we have that you find innovative at Lallemand Baking and that bakers should know about?
It's a funny question because I've only been here 30 days, but I'm going to do my best. I thought, when you asked the question and gave me them beforehand to consider, um, you know, I'm fascinated by the enzyme solutions, that part of our business. Obviously, no, there's core and there's adjacencies in the world that companies are always trying to expand and explore. But especially from the sustainability impact in my background, I found that bake time reduction was fascinating. I think I even talked to you about this before. I watched the webinar and I thought, my gosh, I'm taking notes fast and furious about all the different things that I thought were part of the story to tell the new customers, and certainly, the value buckets that I always look for in a solution. And that one example, I mean, I had no idea that we could help with maybe reducing energy or reducing water consumption, maybe even labor and changeover times. And, it just shows that we're heading in the right path to come up with solutions that matter to all the folks that are in our customer, I guess, tree. When you talk to a buyer, their needs are different than a production person, different than research and development. So you have to find the people that care. But that was one example that I thought really rang true for me. There's a neat solution that we have that I know we're actively promoting.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Glenn, for this amazing first Meet Our Expert interview. Thank you for your time on this, and I wish you great success in your new role as Key Account Manager at Lallemand Baking in North America. So thank you again.
Yes, thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts. I see just incredible success here at Lallemand moving forward. And I would like to come back once I go through my bakery training and finish up, understanding all the products. I've got a lot to learn, but I thank you. I've enjoyed meeting you. Thanks.
Amazing. Thank you.